Hello, everyone. All right, last but not least, I'm going to talk a little bit about smart cities and what it means to be smart, right? That's a word that's used so often, right? Smart tech, smart cooler, smart water bottle, smart everything. So what is smart? Smart is when you have high innovation and also it's practical, right? So this is something that I can use every day, but at the same time, it makes sense to me. If it's only innovation, it's considered cool. If it's only practical, then it's brilliant. Otherwise, it's dumb. So what is that, right? What on earth is that? Anyone? Any guess, anyone? No? Would you call this, right off the bat, a smart or dumb idea? Yeah, this is clearly something dumb. This is actually an RV. This is something you could turn your Prius into right now, today. You can buy this system right now and put it in your Prius. But, this might have been a good idea that the person thought of. Maybe this is something I can innovate on. This is something I can grow. So it's maybe cool. That's very generous, right? I think we'd all agree. Kind of a little generous there. Maybe a little more down that scale a little bit. But let's look at another example real fast. What could be a smart technology, right? So this is a drone. This drone, you can actually put a 5-pound payload on, and it can go anywhere in the campus, right? It has about a 5-mile radius. It's made by a company called Matternet. And it's actually somewhat practical, right? Because you can ship small goods, especially medical technologies and things like that. So I call it smartish. Right? It's not something that's going to really revolutionize transportation. It's kind of gimmicky, kind of small. But again, they're going in the right direction. We should encourage that talk. But if you look at something like that, where they're like, oh, now we're going to turn into drones, right? And drones will talk to autonomous vehicles, and the autonomous vehicles will ship the packages out through the drones, through the other, it's like, it just keeps going and going and going. You're like, oh my goodness, guys. It's kind of the cool area. And then, oh, here we go. I don't even know where to go with this thing. It's like a taxi that takes off from high skyscrapers and it delivers you. So you can kind of see we're in sort of this like ideation session forever, right? We're always thinking about these crazy ideas. We're always thinking on the left side there. And then, practical things like duct tape, right? Something we use every day, something that we can, take advantage of. And it's like, why aren't we thinking about that? What is stopping us from going into that area? So, kind of jumping ahead of my slides here. But yeah, so what would it take to do that? So I'm going to give you some examples that I think are smart technology. And that is, oh boy. I probably had way too many slides. But what I meant to say was, why can't we have smart and cool? So this is something where a technology is relevant and smart, but at the same time could be something of use, of everyday use. So if we look at this device, for example, this is a device where it actually detects radiation from nuclear waste or from power plants. So this is something that people can use every day. This would make sense. There are numerous people out there, 97 people in Fukushima are exposed to radiation poisoning, and then 110 million people in America live 10 miles near a power plant. So those two attributes alone make this really smart technology. This is something you can use today if you live near a power plant. And something else, an artificial pancreas system for diabetics. This is a technology where people would use every day to better their lives, right? This is not some gimmick. This is not some far-fetched idea. This is something relevant that you can use right now. So I would definitely consider this, a smart category. Absolutely. This is something where we can all benefit from. And why aren't we seeing more technology like this? Why does everything have to be so far to the left? So cool, outreach, let's go to drones and et cetera categories. What is smart though is when you improve the lives by means of practical and approachable technology, you created smart technology. And I believe in that. I want more of you, developers, engineers, et cetera, to start thinking about what would be better. We need less of this high-tech, high foresight thinking. We're going to change everything from our skyscrapers and et cetera. I want us to get back down to earth, right? I want us to start thinking about how can we improve our lives today? And that's what I want to see more of, that. I want to see more motion, more of that gravitation towards let's build a better community, a better tomorrow right now. And that's what I'm here to talk about from artists. So that's something that we do every day. We think about construction, lumber industry. Everything from, we're now investigating the fishing industry. We're using real-time technology developed from autonomous vehicles, and we're integrating them back into what our everyday lives are. And that's what I'm here to talk about, and I hope that I can get you guys excited about pursuing this. And thank you all for taking the time and hearing me talk.